Greetings, principles of marketing humans. It's your friendly neighborhood plague doctor. It's Dr. Pellegrino with you again to talk about the plague and apocalypse and its effect on the business of doing business over the internet. So, hope you enjoyed my plague doctor. It is a plague. I am a doctor. I figured it was appropriate. So, what I want to talk to you guys today about is how retail business is being done over the internet as opposed to the traditional brick and mortar. And I got some very interesting information from the Census Bureau that was published literally the day prior to me making this video. So on the 18th of August in 2020. And I want to show it to you and sort of walk through it with you and give you an idea of where we're at and where it came from. So if we look here, we can see how in 2011, internet sales as a percentage of total retail sales were running about 5%, right? And you'll notice that there's a little spike here in the fourth quarter of every year, and that's fourth quarter spending spikes at the retail level, regardless, Thanksgiving, Christmas, gift season. That's really when retail sales go up, and so we can see that spike every year in the same place, and that's to be expected. And gradually over time, we're seeing internet sales creep up as a larger percentage of retail sales. So by 2014, we were looking at 6%. By 2016, we're looking at 8%. By 2019, we're a little closer to 10%. And then we see, Christmas hits last year, everything's good, right? Last fall, we're all doing just fine, and then this happens. And what could possibly cause this kind of an increase in retail sales on the internet as a percentage of total retail sales? Well, it's the apocalypse. This is when we stayed home, when we became more comfortable with buying things online that we had traditionally gone to the store for, ordering our groceries from HEB and having them delivered to the house instead of actually going to the store using brick and mortar. And so what we saw was what we expected internet sales to creep up as a percentage of total retail sales. But here we see, at the second quarter of 2020, we're seeing 16%, that's just huge. Considering we were only at 5% in 2011, this is a big jump. So how are we going as business people? What does this say to us? What does this tell us? And what it tells us is we have to be ready to work in both environments more seriously. The environment, the brick and mortar retail environment is very different than the internet retail environment. The things that may work in a store, traffic patterns and the such, are really very, completely different skill set than what works online. And your chapter does a very good job of talking to you about the issues associated with online commerce. But I really wanted you to get a look at this data that was just released and to see this really significant pop in the percentage of retail sales that are internet based. Anyway, that's our final video for the semester. I hope you've enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you either live or in a virtual session at some time in the future. Thanks for being part of the class, and you guys stay safe out there, and I hope the apocalypse treats you fairly.